In Germany, diaconia exists in two forms: in the congregation and as an institution. An example for such a diaconal institution are the Diakonissen Speyer Mannheim. But why do we need such a form of diaconia? A question that was also raised by the international delegation of the EMS team visit. For Director Günther Geisthardt, the combination of both forms of diaconia is essential. He does not want to miss diaconia in the congregation.
Zugleich muss man sehen, dass es diakonische Aufgaben gibt, die zu umfangreich und zu komplex sind, als dass sie von einer einzelnen Kirchengemeinde oder überhaupt auch von mehreren Kirchengemeinden geleistet werden könnten. Das heißt, Aufgaben wie zum Beispiel der Betrieb eines Krankenhauses erfordern mehr an Professionalität, auch mehr letztlich auch an Finanzen, als es jetzt einzelne Kirchengemeinden zum Beispiel leisten könnten.
During a tour with the hospital director, the delegation is introduced to the highly professional medical service provided by this institution. The international guests are impressed, but also critical. How can people tell that this is a church-run hospital? For Günther Geisthardt, director of the Diakonissen Speyer Mannheim, the difference to other institutions shows in the Christian understanding of human being, on which their work is based.
Immer geht es darum, in dem anderen, auch in dem Pflegebedürftigen, in dem Unterstützungsbedürftigen, einen Mensch mit gleicher Würde zu sehen. Es geht nicht um ein so von oben nach unten helfen, sondern Teilhabe eröffnen ist ein ganz wesentliches Ziel für uns. Und das ist auch die Art und Weise, wie Jesus mit Menschen umgegangen ist, die krank waren, die der Unterstützung bedurften.
This understanding of human being is also the backbone of the hospice work of the Diakonissen in the Palatinate. The people who come here are terminally ill, but they are not referred to as patients. They are guests who decide how they want to spend the time they have left. To accompany them on this self-determined path is the task of a hospice, and it forms an opposite pole to the practice of Euthanasia.
Wir möchten aus unserem Empfinden heraus, die Kirche möchte aus ihrem Empfinden heraus, nicht, dass die Menschen durch die Hand jemand anderes sterben, sondern an der Hand von jemand anderem. Wir möchten die Menschen in ihrem Sterben begleiten, mit allem, was sie noch zu erledigen haben, was sie noch zu besprechen haben, was sie noch mit ihren Angehörigen erleben möchten. Dahingehend möchten wir sie begleiten.
To accompany people on their last journey is a very important task, Samuel Ojelua from Ghana agrees. It can also put your own life into perspective.
It was a very humbling experience to see that people come to terms with the reality that sooner or later you'll be leaving this world. And I think for me, every human being, whether you have reached that point in your life or not, you should be aware of the fact that one day, sooner or later, you would also be prepared to leave this world. And for me, it is very, very important.
He does not only take new ideas and interesting encounters back home with him. The Ghanaian pastor also gathered some advice for his own church.
We have some hospitals also being run by the church. We also provide some degree of social services, but ours is way, way below what I've come to see here. So when I go back home, I would encourage my church to increase and also try to expand the extent of diaconical services in my church back home.
Enriched with many new impressions, the participants from Ghana, South Korea, Malaysia, Indonesia, South Africa and the Middle East continued their travel through Baden and the Palatinate. Their visit was also an inspiring experience for Günther Geisthardt. He wants to continue to elaborate on the missionary component of diaconia, as this brings him to the core of the work of the Diakonissen Speyer Mannheim.